Goat, stop it. Damn, we already got 11 people in here. Love to see it. Will there be chicks? No, there will not be chicks, Eric McCauley. Oh, I forgot a bunch of stuff just ended on eBay. So we'll make this somewhat quick. So I have to do stuff with that. I'm gonna talk about that in a second as well. Got 20 people. Once we hit 30 people, I'll start. What, Caleb? What, aren't you like getting married or something? It's been good. It's been real good. Stop. Who's paying attention? I'll start here in a second. There's a lot to go over, and some people might be discouraged by the video, but you guys know how transparent and how I speak the truth, because not only do I care about me, but I care about you guys as well. So I'll tell you how I feel about the industry right now. People could take it for what it's worth. Oh, I'm like, that makes more sense now. I was wondering I saw the pictures today, so I thought you got married today. I'm an idiot. All right, so obviously we've seen I do care. That's why I'm going live. So we've seen a small decline in the market. Definitely a small decline in the market. And if people say that they don't see it, they're crazy. So when I went to Dallas, the last show, and I bought a few things. I didn't buy a lot. I bought a few, but I more or less went there to just mingle with people, meet people I haven't met yet, and to talk business with a bunch of other people. I didn't go there fully to sell or buy. I sold one card the whole trip, and I bought like 4. And granted, yes, they were expensive cards, but I didn't go crazy buying a ton. And when I got back from Dallas, we'll do a giveaway too. I put giveaway because I had to get people in here, you know? No, so when I got back, a lot of people asked, well, how was the show? I thought it was great. It's good. It's good for talking to people. It's good to meet people. It's good to see what's going on. Now, if you were to go talk to a handful of people, because I specifically asked people, bigger names in the industry, oh, how did you feel about the Dallas show? Every single one of them said, oh, people are spending money like crazy, this and that and this. But I didn't feel it. I didn't feel that. Like when I got back and someone asked me how I felt about the show, I said it was great. Got, met a ton of people, talked to a lot of people, bought a couple cards, didn't really spend a lot. But I noticed at the show is I felt like there wasn't a lot out there and everybody wanted way too much. So when I get that feeling, that's when I stopped buying. So a lot of people always ask me what my next investment was. And I told them I'm not buying anything. I stopped spending as far as investment purposes. Because I felt that something was coming. That's why I sold the 86 87 Fleer box. That's why I sold a handful of things. Granted, I probably should have sold some of my LeBrons because I would have capitalized on it and I could have rebought them back, 35% less than what they were. But here's the thing. There's a lot of new people in this industry. There's a lot of new people in our part of the industry with breaks, especially when COVID happened. Yes, that's exactly what it is, Foxy. No, I did not stop buying cases. Correct, because I knew the pandemic was stopping. People were gonna start feeling like they need to get out of their house. So when COVID happened, hey, Jacob, stick around and I'll tell you my opinion. So when the pandemic happened, I was nervous that breaks were going to be done. Like, I thought people weren't going to spend money. They're going to be tied up at their house. They're going to save as much money as possible because they don't know if they're going to be going back to work. Nobody knew. It was a mystery. I was freaking out. But then something rang in my head is like, well, no. People are going to be bored and they're going to want to join stuff. That's when I went out and bought a ton of product, which it panned out. But our business grew 500%. Okay? Our business grew 500%. I mean, I've never seen stuff sell, breaks, cards, and just anything in general. Everything was selling faster than you can get it. Okay? We saw the craziness over the last year. We not only me, but other guys took advantage of that and just reinvested nonstop. Okay? What I did was I just took my profits and bought LeBrons, took my profits, bought LeBrons, took my profit, and just bought that stuff. But to make a long story short, when I left Dallas, I got the gut wrench feeling that this stuff is too high. These people that are new in the market, when this world opens back up, these guys that are overpaying on things are going to get absolutely smoked. So the first thing that we saw was the Jordan PSA 9s went from like 90 grand to like 60 grand, like that. So think about it. People lost 30 grand that were new in the industry because they wanted to go with the trend, and they got smoked. Now, I haven't looked lately. They're probably like 40 grand, 35,000. So if they still held on to it, they got murdered. So that's a whole different aspect. That's a whole different thing. The people that joined during the pandemic, a lot of them are already gone because they just came in because they wanted to live their pastime. That's what got it more popular. But my thing is this. We all know the demand on product is super crazy. But we also know that once the world opens back up, the demand's not going to be what it was. So that's why I try to keep... I mean, I have like a bunch of cases sitting over there. But I really don't have a lot of inventory on hand. What I did is my first thought was this. And you guys are going to think this is crazy. And some people actually messaged me and said that I was a genius. The reason why I got into consignments is because a lot of the people that came in are gonna start selling. So that's why I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna concentrate so much on investing in singles like I used to, because it's just not affordable. The stuff started going down a little bit. I started thinking ahead of the curve, and I'm like, I know DC Sports 87, they do, I mean, like I said, Zach and I are very close. He's a great guy, and trust me, I look up to the guy. They do a great job over there. But what I thought right away was like, this is the time to do consignments, because people are going to want to move as much items as they can before it's not going to hit rock bottom. Don't worry about that. It's not going to hit rock bottom. But it's going to get to the point where people are going to be dumping, and a lot of people are not going to be paying attention as much to the industry as they were, because they want to go out and have a good time. I went out tonight. My girl on Fridays, she's a waitress just for fun at an old place that she used to work at. Just for fun. I took my parents and and her daughter out to that restaurant. You couldn't budge in that place. No masks anymore. You couldn't budge. There's probably an hour wait. There had to be hundreds of people there. But just last month, that place was dead empty. Everybody is going to start wanting to go out, go on vacation. They're going to want to go to baseball games, go to sporting events. They want to socialize and get out of the house. It is slowing down. If you haven't seen, we've ran more minis in the last week than we have in the last year. So it's going to happen. There's nothing to freak out about. There's nothing to freak out about. But my advice to a lot of people is, don't go crazy spending money on high-end singles that you think is a great investment. If you love the card and you want it, if it's new, wait a few weeks. Let it. Exactly. You're wide open in Florida. No, it's open. Everything's open. Nobody's wearing masks. Everything's back to normal. But here's the thing. First things first. Wait, if it's a new product, wait a few weeks. You get your card a little bit cheaper. But if it's a new product and you join a break, sell it right away. I tell that to everybody all the time. Sell the card right away. Make your money. If you want it again, go buy it back later. Card shows are packed. Who just said that? James. Card shows are packed. Before I went live today, I made sure I touched base with the Dallas Card Show with one very good friend of mine. Here's the deal. This was the exact question I asked because I wanted to make sure before I went live. I go, hey, last show we went to, everybody was blowing money like they didn't have, like it was just running, like it was just unlimited. I go, how's the show this time? Because I knew the answer already. I knew the answer. He goes, nobody's spending money and everybody wants to trade. So, I mean, there you go. Shows are going to be popular, but if people aren't spending money and they just want to trade or they just want to move things around, that's what's happening. Now, again, I love this industry more than anybody out there, but I don't want people to get burned, and I'm speaking the truth. Michael, not the last show. This show, yes, but not the last show. So, my biggest thing is don't go over your head, and no breakers going live and having this discussion. But, do I think it'll pick back up? We always pick back up. Breaks are slow, then they become, busy. Things feel faster. Things slow down again. But that's normal. For the last year and a half, it hasn't been like that. Think about it. For the people that have been with me for 2+ years, before COVID, we used to run minis all the time. Nothing ever snap filled. Once COVID happened, it was like a straight solid year of just filling everything. We didn't have to run minis. It will pick up in fall, Jacob, you're right, because people are going to be, it's winter, it'll be winter time, people they're going to be in the house, they're going to be, it's just, that's how it works every year. But what I'm trying to say is, the times of things being crazy is over right now. I don't care what anybody says. It's not a correction. It's not a correction. Oh, you're saying correction, you always have to remain. All right, I misinterpreted that. It did. It went absolutely nuts during COVID, and we all experienced it. Every room experienced it. Every breaker experienced it. So some more than others. If you look at this, and it's not any dog at any break room. Go to all your break rooms that you're a part of. If I don't want to say that because then it might people might think I'm talking about that, but I'm not. If you look at certain rooms and they still can't fill a new release that released a month ago, and they're still trying to run minis for one team, that's how you know it's slow. That's all I'm saying. It was fantasy. Listen, I quit my job and I wouldn't be where I'm at if COVID didn't happen. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, my hard work paid off, but at the end of the day, I quit my job during COVID for a reason because it got so busy, it made sense. But I was, knock on wood, I was hopefully smart about that. Well, yeah, when it becomes it's not a full crash though. Listen, wax prices, older wax that is very rare will always hold its value. Even 0304 came down a lot. LeBron cards came down a lot. Trust me, I'm sitting on a lot of it. But new stuff. NT football, that's like $13,000-$14,000 a case. The demand is super high. Okay, I think that it's slowly gonna creep down. It's not crashing. Not like totally hitting rock bottom. It'll never do that. Are we gonna reach a point where it might hit like where it was in 2019? Well, absolutely. But it actually, we probably won't get back to that point. Exactly. What I'm saying is it's going to be normalcy back to like 2019 when stuff was, say, for instance, NT was $2,700 a case instead of whatever. It's not crashing. It's not. I don't want to freak people out like that. I'm just trying to tell people don't go over their head. People are overspending on certain things that have totally dumped down to worthlessness. No, we're not. Patrick, no one's saying 66% down. No one's throwing numbers like that out. What I'm saying, Ron Bass, what I'm saying is don't overspend on certain things right now because you're going to get smoked. No, it's not. It has nothing to do with PSA shutting down. It's. Oh, I apologize. I didn't see that in the chat. My things that doesn't fully load. What I'm trying to say is be smart. Don't go crazy right now buying. Like, don't think like, oh, it's a dip right now. We gotta buy while it's low. Certain things I could see, but don't be foolishness right now. Take it easy, and don't go over your head on singles and high end stuff. Or, I mean, even wax. I'm a little leery on certain things with wax. But at the same time, I mean, it's. Yeah, everything correct. Yeah, it's because the world's opening back. It's actually a couple things, Patrick. With the world opening up, and with the way, and I don't get into politics, but the way this shit's happening in this world right now, things are just going a little crazy. I mean, Kobe's down right now. The main purposes of this video is don't go over your head. Don't buy the hype of thinking things are low, because there's still things that are going to drop a little bit more. That's all I'm saying. I don't want people getting smoked. And we're not fucked. People are, no. Is it a good time to consign some stuff? Yes. That's why I got into the consigning part of things, because it's certain things. Like, let me give an example. Certain things like overinflated things, product wise or whatever, that are going to start settling a little bit. The single prices are going to the single prices and the wax will kind of go down similar, if that makes sense. Everyone's going crazy. People are taking it way too out of context and way too out of hand. The world is opening up, guys. Things are just adjusting back to normal. It got too crazy because everybody flooded in and no one had anything to do. I'm not saying the market's crashing, guys. Guys, with Trevor Lawrence coming in and that rookie class, we're fine. That's not what I meant. What I'm trying to say is just don't go over your heads. That's it. Be smart. You guys are nuts. I had to go on. I mean, we're not. I wouldn't go buy a building right now if I thought the market was crashing. There you go, Christopher. Oh, God. I think everybody's drunk. Buy time for LeBron? I mean, his stuff did drop a little bit. No, but if anybody has any questions, let me know. I came on here just to talk to everybody. All I'm saying is, it is going to be slow for a little bit because people are going to go enjoy the world and enjoy think that things are getting back to normal for the most part. But people freaking out, that's not what I came on here for. Yeah, like I said, it's gonna go back to like 2019 and 2020. That's all. Correct. Correct. Yeah, it's not dying, guys. What I'm saying is, there is a small decline. It is very normal, especially how fast it got, how big it got so fast. Things exploded too high too quick. That's all I'm saying. So exactly, James. That's my exact reasoning for a lot of things. People are gonna want to go out and enjoy themselves. They're not going to be paying attention to breaks or eBay as much as they were. Things are still going to sell great. It's just, listen, we are so spoiled for the last year in the industry. If you invested right and you sold at the right time, you made a fortune. Now, it's not going to be that easy. That's just plain and simple. Yeah, it had nothing to do with stimulus. That was the best thing ever. People thought that stimulus checks were making this hobby strong. It had nothing to do with stimulus check. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, summers are usually slow because people are out vacationing and doing stuff anyway. But I'm saying it's gonna be a little bit slower than what it used to be because people have been stuck in their houses and not doing anything. Why? There's why? Kenny. I don't know what my next investment is. I haven't bought in months. But I do see a little decline in wax prices. I think things, even though there's still greed out there as far as like the distributors and whatnot, I think there will be a little bit of a decline, and I think things will be a little bit more affordable. But it's not going to be anything drastic, nothing drastically coming down. Um, so I already did my giveaway today. I gave, like I said, I gave tickets to Rory James. He got a babysitter. Him and his girl went to the Indians game. So they're out enjoying it. I think the Indians are getting smoked. But that was my giveaway today. I'll do another giveaway tomorrow. I think next week I'll do another Indians, or not Indians. I'll do another giveaway. Stop. Listen, I like I said, I wasn't coming on here to scare anybody. That wasn't the intention. A lot of people were freaking out in the chat, and it just led to people going crazy. Retail products. I don't pay attention to retail products much. I'm still gonna be buying, guys. I'm not saying don't buy. I'm saying be smart. That's all. I haven't heard anything, James. But again, we're gonna continue to do our normal breaks. We're gonna continue to do the consigning. Probably tomorrow and Sunday. I mean, I'm limiting what I consign. I'm not going crazy. I'm not overwhelming myself. We we're doing it slow right now, especially till I move into the new building in September. I mean, I'll do 200 items a night, and that's it. I'm not going crazy. So if you do want to consign stuff, just shoot me a PM. We'll get the stuff up there. Usually if I get it the same day, usually I'll get it up there the same day. But I mean, I had some stuff I had to do with the building with some contractors at my house. Just so much stuff going on right now. I didn't really list much today. But I'll be back on. We'll finish filling up baseball. I'm not gonna go crazy with breaks probably this week. I don't know what's releasing. I know contenders, draft picks. I don't even know what's coming out, to be honest with you. I haven't really checked. But if a new release is coming out, we'll do a new release. Whenever it is, we'll have to price it out and whatnot. Justin's coming in 2 weeks, so I might get some stuff together and do like a small 2 to 3 week payment plan break. So if you want to get in something like that, we'll probably do football this time. Contenders, draft, and legacy. But yeah, we got to do something. Do something epic while he's here. Everyone's crazy. Yeah, the consignment makes it easier because you don't have to deal with bullcrap. You should see the messages that everybody gets. It's stupid. Yeah, he'll be here in 3 weeks. So we'll figure out what we're gonna do break wise. Again, if anybody has any questions, shoot me a message. Unless your name's Paul, I just ignore it. But I'm gonna hop off here. Like I said, I wasn't trying to discourage anybody. I already know it's gonna go around and people are like, "Oh my god, he's telling everybody the market's collapsing." I never said that. Never said that. Yeah, we could do a payment plan break. We'll figure it out. 3,055 on a Burrow book. Absolutely, crack corn. Absolutely. All right, guys, I'm hopping off here. I gotta go check these eBay sales and see what's going on. If we fill baseball by tomorrow, we'll break that. And I'll do a giveaway probably Sunday. I'm gonna give away a few Tatis jerseys. So stay on the lookout. We'll probably do 2 or 3 Fernando Tatis signed jerseys that I'm gonna give away for free. So, and next week we'll probably do another Indians game giveaway. Or not, I keep saying Indians because I gave someone Indians tickets today. We're going to do another baseball ticket giveaway. So stay tuned for that. During football season, we're going to do the same thing. I'll start buying people football tickets. It's good to give back. Pound it. Ron. All right, guys. I'm hopping off here. Just stay looking out for the breaks. They're going to be popping up here, sporadically over the next few days.